Hi YouTube, back at it again, and I'm gonna review, or do a video at least, on the Beatles' Hard Day's Night, which for me is a very special album. It's the first Beatles album where they wrote all the songs themselves, which back in the 60s, or the early 60s, that wasn't something you did. You'd usually have a cover version of a popular song that would help you along. Now, I have two versions of the album. I'll mainly show this one because it looks better. It's not old. So as for songs, it starts with the title track, obviously, Hard Day's Night, which is really famous, a really good track. Brain. I should have known better. I can go for all the songs, but all the songs are good. When I do these types of videos, I'm not going to go through track by track, because if I love the album, I love all the songs on it, and I'll be repeating myself for 10 minutes. But songs that stand out, I'm happy just to dance with you. It's really fun and catchy, as well as You Can't Do That and I'll Be Back are great songs. And of course, everyone loves Can't Buy Me Love. It should be a law that when that song comes on the radio, you have to sing along, or when you hear it, you have to sing Can't Buy Me Love. Excuse me. You don't want to hear my singing voice. And over here, I've come prepared. The Parlophone label, early 60s. I might be wrong, but I believe Sgt. Pepper's was the first one they did on Apple Records, which is their own Beatles record. Shoot, that isn't. This one, the older one, it was pretty much the same, but it's mono. Now I'm a simpleton and I can't explain it great, but from my understanding, mono means that the both left and right speakers are playing the same sound at the same time, and you can't change that. With stereo, you could have the guitar on one side and the drums on the other. Because I read somewhere that the Beatles did most of their stuff in mono, because that's what most people did and had at the time. So the Beatles mixed it in mono, and then later on it was mixed in stereo, and the Beatles weren't actually there during the mixing for the stereo. So if you want to hear the Beatles, you listen to them in mono. And this old one, it sounds great. I believe this is an original one from 1963. It does say somewhere, if I can find it. Yeah. Well, it's a stamp. It says 1964. That's easy to read. It's not in a bag. It should be in a bag. But very old, very cool, very old. Old stuff is cool. Old music is cool. It is. I believe John wrote most of the songs. I read somewhere that it was the first single. Can't Buy Me Love, pardon me, was the first single where Paul sang the whole thing. So John felt threatened, so he wrote all the tracks. And can you imagine having the ability to write all these tracks? Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.